4 schools that we're going against every single time we're having to meet against them. It's basically like a nationals.
It's really tough. An SEC team has won the national championship every year that it's been offered.
In so many sports, winning an SEC championship is just about like winning a national title. It's just so hard to win.
SEC is where it's at. This is no different. This is a preview to the nationals.
And that preview begins with equitation over fences. And specifically, we begin with Ashley Foster, a junior from Brookville, Maryland. And I welcome in William Sparks, the hunt seat judge for the U.S. Equestrian Federation, joining us today. And William, right away we see some pretty tough conditions.
Yeah, so you notice that it's raining, and so it makes it a little bit more difficult for the rider to compete the course. But you see that Ashley's doing a wonderful job. She went through that combination beautifully.
And Ashley Foster scores a 166, and that was good enough to win the point for Auburn. Next up, Elizabeth Benson, a 3-time All-SEC team performer. She's riding Mango.
Now here we see Elizabeth, and she's another wonderful rider. She has her hands in great position, a nice forward ride. She's jumping this oxer here. Elizabeth has a very classic position. She has a nice forward ride. Her hands are in a very good place, and her eye is always looking to see where she's wanting to head.
She's also a 2-time first-team All-American in this event.
And there she just jumped the vertical very beautifully. She has a nice rollback turn here. You notice her shoulders are very square and even, nice weight in her heels. Jumps down this forward. Once again, a beautiful ride there, and her teammates love her.
They certainly do. This is a head-to-head match she's undergoing with Meg O'Mara, but she scores a 171. And now here's Meg O'Mara again on the same horse, Mango.
And you notice Meg just came out of that turn beautifully again. And she has a very classic style. I mean, you notice she's smooth, consistent. Her body position never really changes. So this is what you want to look for. You want to see a rider that is very consistent going around the course and very subtle changes in their ride.
She's a junior from Rumson, New Jersey, 3 Most Outstanding Player awards this season.
And her hands are just in the right place. She jumps this line here, and as she's jumping this jump, you see a very, very good position.
Last year, Meg was an honorable mention All-American in this event.
And this line is a 6, and she stays out just a little bit to make it perfect.
And her teammates like it as well, and for good reason, as that wins the point for Georgia, a 172, 1 point more than Benson. Now, Caitlin Boyle, the Auburn freshman, part of that great freshman class Auburn has this year.
And Caitlin's a perfect addition for the team. She has a very classic style. She's very classically trained.
She's come up big in this SEC championship, too. She won both points in the semifinal win over South Carolina.
And right back there, you saw a beautiful lead change. She just knows where she is everywhere she's going. She just has her eye on the jump ahead of her. Beautiful position.
In her freshman year, 12-1 in fences this year.
And right there, she came out of the corner and her eye was on the jump, and she had a little bit of a move up that was just what you're looking for.
She's had a very successful freshman year, William. What are some of the challenges the freshmen face in this sport?
Well, just like anything, they're used to riding 1 or 2 of their own horses, and here they come to compete on a horse that they don't know. They have very little bit of time to warm up, so as a freshman, they come in and it's just a very quick learning experience and curve for them. You notice Caitlin's done a wonderful job. And here we see her coming to the last couple jumps, and she's had a beautiful round. And I'm expecting a very high score.
And that is the highest score we've seen so far, put up by freshman Caitlin Boyle, and that wins another point for Auburn. Liza Finsness is up next. She's a junior from Wellington, Florida. At last year's SEC championship, she won 2 Most Outstanding Player awards in both fences competitions.
And watching her ride so far, you see where she could have been Most Outstanding Player. She's having a wonderful round here. Her body position is in a great place. A nice forward ride. A little bit open there, but other than that, it's a very good ride.
She was also the SEC Rider of the Month in February.
And we're looking for that consistent ride, that classical ride, seamless, where there seems to be a little effort and their body position is just impeccable.
Well, they're happy because she's just won the point for Georgia with a 166 score. So the final results are in for equitation over fences, and we are tied at 2 individually. Caitlin Boyle of Auburn put up the highest score. The SEC Equestrian Championships continue. Coming up next with the score tied, we'll head into the horsemanship competition.